Hi everybody, I'm Jim Gibson with Eye on America Live. Today I am walking the farmlands of mid-America, where the magic of springtime begins. And where generation after generation kids dust off their baseball mitts to play catch, and the sounds of America's favorite pastime comes to life. The crack of the bat, booing the umpire, dreams of home runs, no-hitters, and game-saving catches all fill young and old minds alike. Where timeless names like the Babe, Dizzy, Smokey, and of course, the mighty Casey are reborn. And as if from a scene in the movie The Natural starring Robert Redford playing Roy Hobbs, we've come to this tiny farming community called Canelan to witness an amazing 18-year-old flame-throwing left-hander whose name fits perfectly with our story, Casey Crosby.
Almost from the moment he could walk, I think Casey always seemed to have a bat and ball in his hand. I'd be getting ready to make dinner, he would be throwing that ball around the living room. I would put him to bed at night, and the ball would be in his hand when he went to bed. And I guess, the youngest of 6 kids, he always had a team to play with him too, and that's what he would do. Out in the backyard, all of them would be out there batting, throwing, running after each other, and you could always see the passion in his face. When he was a little guy, about 18 months old, he had surgery because he had lazy eyes. And I remember the doctor telling me, I was very distraught by this, of course, because this little guy with the eyes all bandaged up and he couldn't see for a long time because he wouldn't open his eyes. And I remember the doctor saying, patting my arm and going, Mrs. Crosby, it'll be okay. He'll never fly a plane, he'll never play ball, but it'll be okay. And you know what? He is playing ball, and he still has that same passion today on the mound when I watch him out there during a high school game as he did when he was a little kid, throwing that ball around in his bedroom right before he went to bed at night. I don't know, I guess the kid was just born to play the game.
Standing 6'4" and weighing 200 pounds, Casey isn't just a kid any longer. At least that's what the Pro Scouts think. During the past few months, no fewer than 200 professional scouts have been following Casey, charting every pitch, the 95-mile-an-hour fastball, 84-mile-an-hour slider, and a nasty knee-bending 78-mile-an-hour curve that's enough to make a grown man cry.
The first inning, I was like, man, there are a lot of people here, Then I started to settle down after the second, and I don't know. Started working on what I need to do with my mechanics, like stay on top of the rubber and stuff.
Yeah.
I just focus on my mechanics.
It's hard to imagine what the future holds for Casey, a young man who, with the help of a watchful mom, has handled the pressure well in choosing the option of attending the University of Illinois on a full baseball scholarship or accepting a pro contract and a ticket to play the game he's loved since he's first picked up a ball.
Pro team in Dallas, and I don't know how he did, but I'll give him a call tonight and we'll find out.
So this is really not new for you.
This kind of attention is new. When you have a kid like Casey, who's a really high prospect draft pick, then it makes a big difference because the attention that he's getting is unbelievable. Casey describes it as a zoo, and that's pretty much what it is a zoo.
You were kidding around about, the buckets, but what is it? What really happens when you're sitting watching a kid like your boy throw like he throws?
I'm just very proud of him. I think about that little boy who back in 2nd grade got so nervous out on the mound one time when he was pitching that he sat down and started crying because he wasn't throwing enough strikes. And I'm just really, really happy that he doesn't cry anymore on the mound.
What makes your mom your mom?
What makes her her is the fact that she decided to become this sort of matriarch of this entire herd, if you will. She took us all in. She raised us right. She made sure that we were doing the right thing. I couldn't, when I was a sophomore in high school, I couldn't watch Friends on television. Be it a little strict, I don't know, but it seemed to work. So whatever she would be doing, she did the right thing and is doing it right. And I thank her every day for how she has raised myself and my brothers and sisters.
You played the game yourself, I understand.
Back in the 30s, a long time ago. As I look around, I enjoy it even more watching it at this stage of my life. These people are so much stronger and better, faster than I was, even though I was pretty good.
You were good enough to play in the big leagues almost, I understand.
Well, I did have a tryout with the Cubs and met Babe Ruth on that day, and was expecting to be going to spring training, but ended up going into the Navy, and then Pearl Harbor and all those good things.
A field of dreams, a part of Americana that makes the game so perfect. A game that, no matter where you live or what you do, neighborhood kids can get together and dream of a chance of playing in the big leagues, even if it is just in their own backyard.
You know how fast you threw today? What do you think your fastest was? Take a guess.
92?
95.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You did good.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
That's crazy.
Well,
I don't know where this story will end for Casey, but we do know where it began, in a little town called Canelan in the heart of America. But if my hunch is correct, very soon, Casey Crosby will be throwing 100-mile-an-hour heaters in the big leagues, smiling all the way, and loving every minute of it. And that's the magic of baseball. So until next time, this is Jim Gibson for Eye on America Live saying, thanks for watching.